How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Meh-sive Reviews, back with yet another review. And, yeah, a little bit of Imperial Porter time in the form of Kane Brewing's Morning Bell. Imperial Porter with coffee, I should say. Can't skip that part because it's pretty important. So, yeah. I've actually never had this before. Actually, you know what? I think I'm lying. We had Kane Brewing, because I didn't get this last year, I know for a fact. But I think they might have sent a Morning Bell when I did a radio show. I'm not sure. Anyway, if I did have it, I'm forgetting it because it was lined up within a bunch of beers. Anyway, boring story longer. Haven't had it as far as I can remember until now. Super excited to give it a whirl. This came to me via my beer dealer, George. Thank you very much, George. He had these for a while, and he just threw one on me and forced me to take it at gunpoint. Pretty much, and who am I to say no? Anyway, super excited to give it a whirl. I'm a big Kane fan as far as their beers go. I like porters. I like Imperial Porters, or I would say Baltic Porters, and I like coffee beers. So, what can go wrong? As far as what it says on the bottle, Kane Brewing, Morning Bell, Imperial Milk Porter with coffee, in collaboration with Rook Coffee, 9.2% alcohol by volume. On the back here, we have Morning Bell is brewed in collaboration with Rook Coffee Roasters of Monmouth County. Their roastery is located just around the corner from our brewery, and as you can find one of our brewers there just about any morning. Morning Bell was brewed with their freshly roasted Sumatra dark roast coffee, creating a full-bodied porter with big flavors and remarkable smoothness. Lactose added to the already complex malt bill sweetens the balances the bold flavors of this coffee. So there you go. A month or so old. I forget when it came out. Label-wise, it's cool. I dig it. I love Kane's labels. To me, very brewery, East Coast brewery-esque in style. And that does not suck because the brewery's labels are nice. So I throw this bottle opener all over the place, because that is good for the beer. So let's see here. What do we got? Okay. Looks dark. There you go. Nice darkness to it, like mahogany kind of color coming through in the pour. Yeah, look at that head. Jesus Christ. Defying gravity, creamy, pillowy, cloudy top to it that has compact bubble stains, two stragglers. It's so compact you can barely even see the bubbles. It's what I like my coffee to look like color-wise, head-wise, so we're off to a good start. And color, like I said, can't really get much color out of it. Glass itself, but on the pour it was like a brown with a deep, rich mahogany to it. So let's get a nose on her. Big roast. Big roasted malts. Big roasted coffee. Getting a subtle bitterness out of it, but not that much. The lactose is definitely there to add a kind of milk and sugar kind of vibe going on. But yeah, huge roast. And you can tell it's a roast from the actual malt itself. And a huge roast from the coffee. Yeah, sweet, dark chocolates kind of coming through. Maybe even I'm getting like a berry kind of vibe. Like a dark, super not sweet berry kind of vibe coming through. It could be like a lot of fleshy coffee. Like some coffee is bean and sometimes you leave a lot of flesh on there. Could be that kind of vibe coming through in the nose. But yeah, the lactose combined with that chocolatey vibe, that kind of fleshy, fruity vibe, with that coffee and roast, just makes for a huge roasted bomb of a beer. So yeah, she looks cool, she smells cool. Let's dive right in. Cheers. Yeah. This is a roast machine of a beer. And you're getting a little bit of that bitterness in there, but it's not bad. Like I'm not huge on that bitterness when it comes to either overly roasted beers or coffee beers. Well, this does have it. That lactose kind of balances it out and gives you that. I don't want to say Starbucks vibe because the coffee's much better than that, obviously, because fucking Starbucks. But for me, the problem with Starbucks is they over roast their coffee to the point where it's burnt. Well, you can bat that. A lot of people like want to drink like straight up like dark coffee. They don't want any cream or sugar. I'm a cream and sugar guy. So when you have a coffee that's a little bit past roast, I think a lot of times when it's cream and sugar, kind of combats that and kind of hides that. Not that this coffee is good, but I think the combination of the roasted coffee on top of a really rich roasted malt kind of brings so much roast to it. I like that balance. It brings a little bit of bitterness with the coffee, but then even that balance of the lactose kind of just makes it fucking work for me. So it's a cream and sugar kind of coffee vibe I'm getting off it as opposed to just a straight up coffee vibe. Beautiful mouthfeel to it. Is it an Imperial Porter? Sure. They said it was an Imperial Stout. Would I go sure? Probably sure. It's got that creamy, fluffy mouthfeel that I really covet in my porters, but it has a density to it that kind of makes me think stout. So it's right on the edge there, but I definitely, you know what? I would go porter on it and just say it's a roasted coffee dream, man. You know what I mean? Like, if you're into coffee, or if you're into roasted malts, and that's what you like in a beer, but you also like a little cream and sugar in your coffee from time to time, then this is definitely be a beer you'd go gaga for. So let's talk about it. Is it one of the better coffee beers? Let's go that way. Dark coffee beers I've had as of late. Or coffee beers in general? Yes. It delivers what it's supposed to. It's giving you beautiful coffee notes, nice roasted malts, and then that little bit of lactose gives me that cream and sugar vibe that I covered. So yes. Would I buy it again? If I could, I would, but I can't because it only comes out once a year, and that won't happen until next year. So next year, if I can, I will definitely buy some. I think value-wise, it's pretty awesome too. $12, I want to say, maybe for a bottle. I mean, Kane's price points are typically fucking bonkers good, so it's going to be reasonable, even if they're big barrel-aged beers. I think the most expensive beer I ever saw from them, I believe, was $25, and that was a double-barreled, their most popular beer, which is their Night and Old Dawns. There's already barrel-aged that they double-barreled. They barreled it, and then they barreled it again in wine barrels. So you're talking about 2+ years in barrels, probably closer to 3, and it's still only $25 a bottle. That's a bottle of beer a lot of other breweries would charge $40-50 for, so you can never fault them with their price points. And I would just say this. If you like will you like this? If you like coffee and roasted beers, I mean, this is like, how do I say this? This, to me, is like a really well-made Russian Imperial Stout. Had a baby with an Imperial Porter. And then, you know what I mean? And then that baby took a bath in lactose. And some coffee. Let's put it that way. Is that a really fucking good word picture to fucking get in your brain? I don't know, but that's what kind of vibe I'm getting there. Beautiful roast from the coffee and the malt itself. And that, like I said, there is a bitterness there, but for a person that's really fucking tuned into that and usually not a fan, it kind of works for me because of that lactose kind of counterbalancing. It's just a really good beer. So if you're into coffee beers, into roasted beers, into good beers, you're definitely worth giving a whirl when it comes out, or if you can get one from the past couple of years. Anyway, there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. If you did or you didn't or somewhere in between, please leave a comment in the comment section below and like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. If you want to check us out anywhere else on the internet, you can. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Untapped, Massive Beers, and all 4 of those places. And yeah, another review down. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a beautiful roast bomb of coffee right now. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.
And we are back again, YouTube. How are you doing tonight? This is George, the man with the plan, the guy with the beard. I don't really know. I don't know. Although I know today, our review today is on Kane. You can tell by my hat and my shirt that we're going to review beer. And it's going to be in the form of Morning Bell by Kane, which it doesn't have a kooky label or anything, that guy Matt from Meh-sive Reviews always gets, but it's an Imperial Milk Porter with coffee in collaboration with Rook Coffee. That's literally all it says there. I mean, you could see. I'm going to open it with my Kane bottle opener made by Rare Barrel, but it's officially Kane or Rare Barrel. Ooh, sounds like there's some beer in there, so use my Kane glass. We're gonna break out some notes on this. We're really gonna dive into this one and just find out what makes this beer tick, because that's what I like to do here at Meh-siveTroll.com/YouTube, Meh-sive Beer Reviews. Up front, I'm getting a lot of coffee. It does smell like it's Rook Coffee by reading the bottle here. I understand that they do have that coffee in this beer. That's pretty cool, because coffee's awesome. I'm wearing a Kane hat. And if you can see in the back, I've got some autographs up there. It's pretty awesome. It's the Boondock Saints, Jonathan Landis, and the dude from Aliens. Can't think of his name. Lance Henriksen. Should have known that. Sorry, Lance. I know you're reviewing these. You're watching these at home with me, man. Sorry. Let's give it the old snifferooski here. Yeah, I'm definitely getting a lot of coffee and beer in this one. I think that's what they were going for, and it does smell delectable. So let's give it the old taste. All right. Oh, judging by that, huge coffee right up front, like in your face, like just awesomeness. All that's left is foam. Overall, just a great beer. I think I might have to do that again. I know a lot of people really waited in line for this, and I had a buddy that was nice enough to give me one bottle, and what better way than to, really enjoy this beer by just slamming it and just getting all that flavor at once instead of sipping at a time. Like a lot of people, like I know this guy Matt, he does I really don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but it rhymes with aggressive pear reviews. Like he tries to do this whole thing with flavors and kooky dookie, and it's just him. I mean, me, I just do whatever. Yeah, definitely getting a lot of beer on that one. The notes are there of beer. A little bit of porter, ton of coffee. Overall, great beer. Wish I had another one, but, why would I want to ruin a good thing? I'll wait until next year. I'll get in line with everybody. It'll be an awesome time. Nobody's probably watching this still at this point, but yeah. We're almost 4.5 minutes into this, and I've gone on way too long. This is George at Meh-sive Troll Reviews, and this is the saxophone from Careless Whisper, and yeah, that's about it. So it's another one of the books. Have a good one.